post-race for tonight's 57th annual Coca-Cola 600 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. A race runner-up is Kevin Harvick. He drives the number 4 Jimmy John Chevrolet for Stewart-Haas Racing. And Kevin, certainly your car got much better there towards the end of that race. You were obviously going up there trying to catch Martin Truex Jr., but just talk about your race out here today and how the 4 car found itself there late towards the race.
Yeah, we struggled the first 450 miles, but, you know, they kept swinging at it and were able to finally find some tire pressures that was better. You know, at the beginning of the race, we were just having the same problem, getting in the corner and then sliding the back of the car up off the corner. And towards the end, you know, we got the car in the racetrack a lot better and were able to really start driving it like we needed to keep up. So, you know, I think we would have been better off, you know, if they would have just kept running. But when the caution came out, because we had caught the 78. Past the 48, and then once he got new tires and an adjustment on there, it seemed like he was able to kind of get out in front of us and never really, you know, we weren't ever really able to make up any ground once we got around the 48.
Questions now for Kevin Harvick. If you have one, raise your hand. Let's go to Rick right there, and then we'll go back here to my man Jason.
Kevin, was it frustrating to never, as good as you were those last few laps, was it frustrating to never get in a position where you really had a chance to race them?
Not really. We ran 10th all day. You know, so I'm just really happy with when you're able to take a 10th place car, you know, at best, you know, for the first 450 miles and make adjustments on it. I mean, those are huge gains. I was just happy we were competitive at the end of the race. You know, we didn't have the fastest car. Obviously, it seemed like the 78 must have led the whole race. So those guys definitely have had some fast cars this year, and tonight, you know, definitely had the dominant car.
Let's go right here to Jason.
Jacob Stillman, Race Chaser Online. Kevin, as far as this race played out, I mean, you've won it twice before, but how challenging was tonight, just not only with trying to run down Martin, but with how much it seemed like the track did change from daytime to dusk through the night? Because it looked like tonight the transition happened a lot quicker than what we're used to seeing here.
Yeah, it's like it happened all at once. You know, I think as you look at this particular race, I've been here and seen it play out a lot of different ways. But I was on the side of the screaming driver for the first 400 miles tonight. That you know, it's frustrating. You know, so mentally, I think this was a bigger challenge tonight than it was physically driving the car. Just for the fact that, you know, nothing seemed to be working, and then they just finally stepped back and swung for the fence on some really big changes, and all of a sudden it woke up. So I think with the track changing and their adjustments and the things that they did, you know, really got us back in contention.
What goes through your mind when you have to watch somebody like Martin be as good as he was tonight for as long as he was, and just knowing if we can make it work, we can go and chase him, and just nobody ever seemed to find it?
Well, I saw him for about 50 miles or 75 miles. The rest of the night, I never saw him. So I was back there swatting flies in the middle of the pack. So I didn't have a lot of time to see the 78.
Nate, did you have a question? Get him the mic, please.
Nate Ryan, NBC Sports. Kevin, comparing the racing tonight versus last Saturday night, I realize it's hard to judge when one guy dominates, but did you feel as if going back to the old package with the skew made a difference in terms of like how comfortable the cars were? Were they sliding less? It seemed like there was a little less passing toward the front. Granted, one guy dominates, but it seemed like it was a little different.
Yeah, I'd have to really go back and think about that. You know, I think obviously, you know, with the smaller spoiler and the less skew and the things that we're getting ready to do, I think everybody wants to go in that direction. I didn't really, the AllStar Race is just so much different. I don't know if it's a fair assessment of was it better, was it worse. I think both nights we've seen good racing. We were able to pass tonight with our car once we got the handling better and make up ground. And so I don't know what the racing was like with the rest of the pack, but you know, I think as you look at what's coming down the road, I think that the cars were already sliding around a fair amount tonight. They seemed like they slid around more tonight than they did actually at the All-Star race. But my car had some different balance characteristics tonight than it had at the All-Star race. But I think compared to last year, I think we're light years ahead of where we were, and I think we're headed in a great direction with the new package.
Any other questions for Kevin? Any questions in the press box for Kevin Harvick? Clear to go, Kevin. Thank you.